Hello, everyone. My name is Bryan, and I want to share some hope with you today. I want to take you to a story in Genesis 16. I'm reading you a small devotion in my Bible from Joy Elizabeth Lawrence about Hagar. Hagar was an Egyptian slave who served Abram's wife, Sarah. As a slave, Hagar was like a piece of property. She didn't have rights or a say-so in her destiny. When Sarah was unable to become pregnant, she forced Hagar to have sexual relations with Abram. Then, when Hagar became pregnant, she responded by treating Sarah with contempt in Genesis 16:4. Sarah reacted so harshly that Hagar ran away. Hagar ran away from her problems. How frightened Hagar must have felt. She was pregnant, homeless, and alone in the wilderness. Yet the angel of the Lord found Hagar right where she was. He commanded her to return and submit to Sarah in Genesis 16:7-9. Then he comforted her with the news that her son would have many descendants and that she was to name him Ishmael, which means God hears. After that, Hagar addressed God differently. She called God El Roi, which means you are the God who sees me. She obeyed the angel's commands and returned to Sarah and Abram. There are times of solitude that we choose, perhaps time alone during a weekend retreat or an early morning prayer time. But there are also experiences of solitude that we do not choose when our loneliness is thrust upon us, like this COVID-19. We are ordered to stay at home. Some of you might be working from home or might lost your job in this time. Some of you might be in the hospital bed or in a lonely, empty house. Or your house might be full of little ones running around, but you may be experiencing that you still feel lonely. Some of you may be experiencing a time in your life where circumstances are out of your control, making you feel alone. During these times, we can feel ignored, isolated, and abandoned. When we're surrounded by people, faith can sometimes seem easier. We see and experience God working through the words, actions, and comfort that others may provide. But being alone can be a test of faith. It's just you and God. And perhaps you wonder if He is even really there. In a painful and lonely moment, Hagar experienced God's presence in a profound way. She came to know God as the one who hears and sees us, even when no one else is around. Being alone, whether by choice or by force, can provide a unique opportunity to experience God's presence. An angel may not speak to us directly, but we can listen, watch, and remember the profound truth. God hears us, God sees us, and God is present with us. I want to leave you with this. Just like Hagar called God El Roi, you are the God who sees me. You know exactly where I am at, and God knows exactly where you are at right now. He loves you. He cares for you. Just take some time to love on Him. He wants to hear your voice. Just trust Him.